pleased to introduce Charlene Stenger. Charlene had the opportunity of visiting Europe recently. As we all know from previous speeches, Charlene loves to travel. In this journey, Charlene met her family there for the first time. In this speech, Charlene is going to talk about her experience. This is Charlene's sixth speech and centers on vocal variety. Please welcome Charlene Stenger.
All right.
It can't be read already.
One more.
Shouldn't even be reading.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How many of you know where your grandfather and grandmother was born? How many of you know where their parents came from? How many of you would like to know more about your family? We all have roots, and we all want to know more about our family. I recently had the opportunity to visit where my grandfather was born and where his mother and father grew up. Now, my grandfather was born in a country called Slovenia. Have any of you heard of Slovenia or visited Slovenia? Okay. I connected back with my family through one of my cousins whom I had not seen in 30 years. And she told me we had cousins in Slovenia. So she actually connected us via the internet. My cousin Carla said, "Why don't you come over?" And you know me, I love to travel. So I said, "I'm there." So we went to Slovenia. And I'll pass this along so you can see a little bit about Slovenia. It's bookmarked there. Slovenia is next to Italy and Austria on the west. It's next to Croatia on the east. It's bordered by the Alps and the Adriatic Sea. It's actually a very beautiful country. It has a population of over 2 million people. It's part of the EU. It's very progressive and it's very modern. It was part of the Yugoslav society and it was under communist rule. It gained its independence in 1991, so it's really emerging. It's less than 20 years that it's had its freedom and its independence. So what is Slovenia like? Well, my husband is a very finicky person. My cousin Carla got us a suite in a hotel down in the city for 100 euros a night. Now, 100 euros a night is like $125. And my husband said, "Oh, this has got to be like some type of communist hotel. I mean, how can you have a suite for $125 a night?" Well, the place was amazing. It seems that Boris had some inside connections. That's the other key. Because Slovenia is a small country, everyone knows everyone else. When you're in the city, you walk. It's a small city, so you can walk from one area to the next. The people who live in the city ride bikes. It's very modern, it's very clean, it's very safe. You can walk anywhere at night and not feel, intimidated. The younger people speak English. The older people generally don't. They speak Slovenian. It's internet friendly. There's internet access everywhere. And it's very democratic. The other thing is, education is free. If you want to go to school, it's free. My cousin is studying to be a doctor. That's free. All health care is free. They do pay a lot of taxes and they don't have a lot of money, but their lifestyle is really nice. So we went to see the family. We went to see one side of the family one day, one side of the family the other day. And both of them lived on farms outside of the city. And that's very traditional. They had very traditional homes, but very different than what we have here. For example, they baked their bread and they baked their cakes in a wood-burning fireplace, in a wood-burning oven. And that oven, the heat from that oven helped to heat the whole house up. So they're very energy efficient, very energy conscious. What was amazing to me is that we had the opportunity of going to see the church where my grandfather's parents went to church. We also saw where my grandfather's parents were buried. The farm that is still in the hands of our family there has been there for over 100 years. This is a long time. It stays in the family. The food is very Austrian, Wiener Schnitzel, pork, potatoes, everything you would expect from more of an alpine type area. But it's all fresh. It's all grown on the farms. They don't import anything. They eat what they produce. So for me, sitting there looking, and the lifestyle that they have is very nice. It's a very good lifestyle. But what I learned when I sat there is these people were so generous and so friendly. They were just beautiful. And it reminded me that in some ways, Nancy, Susie, Arash, we could be connected. If you go past grandfathers and grandmothers and all the way back, any one of us here could be connected. We could be family and we don't even know it. I want to leave you with one thought, and that is this. When you're in traffic this morning and someone cuts you off and you get upset, or you're in a business dealing and the person is not treating you fairly, think about this. This could be related to that person. Because deep down, years and years ago, we are all family. I did bring some, so just stop by.
Please take another minute to write your evaluation of Charlene's speech.